We got used to the fact that Xiaomi releases one phone after another. The Xiaomi Mi 5C was released more than 4 months ago, and it was the first phone to use company's homebrewed Surge S1 processor. If you are curious how this phone held up over the time and if it's still worth buying, here's my review after using this phone for more than 3 months. Stay tuned. Just before we start, I got my phone for $200. All the links will be down below. The Xiaomi Mi 5C ships with a charger, USB Type-C cable, some paperwork, and SIM ejector pin. The first two things you're going to notice about the Mi 5C are that the device sports excellent build quality and it is compact since it uses 5.15-inch 1080p display. The panel itself is sharp, vibrant, but the sunlight legibility could be slightly better. The phone is made of metal and we have nice glass-made top and bottom parts for antennas and tactile metal buttons on the side. The phone still looks as new, but you have to know that I usually take a good care of each phone I use. You know, I'm a geek and I love seeing my gadgets work properly. We have an 8-megapixels camera, all the usual sensors, and LED notification light on the top. Also, there is a familiar Xiaomi's button layout that includes a physical home button, which doubles as a fingerprint scanner. It is fast, it's accurate, but you have to wake the phone up first in order to start using it, but I got used to that, so I can't call it a shortcoming. When it comes to optics, we have a 12-megapixel shooter and a single LED flash. The sound quality via the headset jack is decent and the loudspeaker is still pretty good as the day one I started using this phone. Xiaomi's octa-core Surge S1 chip has maximum clock speeds of 2.4 GHz. Also, the Mi 5C has 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage, which is, however, not expandable. I would say that this combination is pretty good overall, but not so great if you're a heavy gamer. The 3D gaming performance is good but not great. There is quite a bit of stutter and a lot of skipped frames on the games like Asphalt 8 on the highest graphics. If you play the same game on medium graphics, the performance is good. I didn't see major performance upgrades over the time, but I found that the phone does not get that hot while gaming like it used to when I first got the device. My Xiaomi Mi 5C ships with a MIUI 8 Global ROM 8.2, which is still built on top of Android 6.0. I'm pretty sure that there is a newer version of Android on the Chinese ROM, but I prefer the global software as there is no bloatware and Google services are pre-installed. As usual, there are plenty of customization options Xiaomi phones have been famous for. Just to name a few, you can adjust display settings, choose from a variety of themes, customize the capacitive buttons, or change the colors of the LED notification light. In general, the Mi 5C performs great, but keep in mind that you may see a little bit of stutter if you install a lot of apps and keep them running in the background. The camera allows you to take pictures quite fast. There are quite a few shooting modes, including a manual mode that lets you play with some image settings. You can also shoot slow motion videos at 720p. The Xiaomi Mi 5C takes really good daylight images. There is plenty of detail and sharpness, the dynamic range adjustment is usually good, and even the color reproduction is not bad. The low light camera performance is not so good as there is much more noise and grain in the pictures, but in general, the photos come out pretty good. The selfies look pretty good too. Well, there could be a little bit more detail, but in general, the images will definitely do the trick for social media needs. I'm testing out the back camera of the Xiaomi Mi 5C. This is after the buzz review, after using the phone for quite a bit of time. Unfortunately, the MIUI Global ROM on my phone supports only 1080p video recording and the footage looks quite bad. The level of detail is low, the video looks quite shaky and wobbly, and continuous autofocus feature is kind of slow. I'm recording a video with the front firing camera of the Xiaomi Mi 5C. This is some sort of after the buzz review because I've been using the phone for quite a bit of time and I'm curious. The selfie video looks okay, not really impressive, but there should be enough quality for video chats. The sound recording quality is above average. The slow motion video quality is decent, but there could definitely be more sharpness and detail. When it comes to connectivity, the phone still performs well in almost all areas. The call quality and signal reception are good, the Wi-Fi speed is great, and the Bluetooth works fine. However, I found that once you use the GPS, which is accurate by the way, the phone gets quite hot quickly. The Xiaomi Mi 5C sports a rather small 2860 mAh battery that performs quite well, and it has improved with some software updates. Right now I can get over 5 hours of screen on time on a mixed use. Finally, you can fully charge the phone quickly in just about 1 hour and 20 minutes. The Xiaomi Mi 5C held up pretty well over the time, and I believe it's still a pretty good option for less than $200 US. The Surge S1 chipset may not be the most powerful out there, but this is a mid-range level phone after all. Sure, there are some other shortcomings to consider that I mentioned in the full review, but you should also remember that for less than $200, you get a well-made phone that still looks as new and works fine on the daily basis, even after 3 months of using it. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and please let me guys know in the comment section down below what do you think of the Xiaomi Mi 5C. Also, if you like the video, please hit that like button, and if you like my videos, please subscribe. Finally, if you want to get all the latest updates, please follow Techline HD on social media like on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. See you soon.